For its war in Ukraine, Russia is recruiting foreigners.
I'm choosing this so I don't die of hunger in Cuba.
From far away and economically vulnerable places. Some knew what they were signing up for, others were deceived. They end up on the front lines, often being used as cannon fodder.
When the mine exploded, almost everyone was killed.
Their families back home struggle to get information, payments, and even the bodies of the deceased.
The worst part of it, body was thrown away in a forest in Russia.
We met with relatives of soldiers from Bangladesh, Kenya, and Cuba who went to fight for Russia in Ukraine. All that remains of Joan Viondi Mendoza are these memories.
In this one, he's 16 or 17. Here he's in Moscow, already in uniform.
Joan went to Russia lured by the promise of money. Money he needed to join his brother Michael in the US, where he's undergoing cancer treatment and has no family support. Joan was promised $2,000 a month, a huge sum for Cuba, where the average monthly salary is about $20. Back in 2023, Reuters filmed Joan along with some other young Cubans who wanted to go to Russia.
Everybody said, I'm choosing this so I don't die of hunger in Cuba. They knew perfectly well where they were going. I do too.
In this WhatsApp chat, a recruiter explicitly tells Joan to sign a contract with the Russian military.
She said, if you agree to everything, send me a photo of your passport. I sent it.
His brother Michael tried to stop him, but in vain.
The next picture I saw of my brother was so painful for me. He was in a Russian field with snow up to his chest, dressed as a soldier. He had an AK-47 that was bigger than him.
Once in the army, Joan tried to escape. But he was alone in a foreign country, well within the war zone, without a passport. He didn't know where to go for help.
He told me, you have to get me out of here. I know I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Please get me out of here. Come quickly.
On this couch in Louisville, hundreds of kilometers away, Michael spent days and nights trying to help his brother, speaking to him almost daily, until one day there were no more calls from Joan. On the other side of the world, in western Kenya, Charles Mutoka knows only too well what Michael is feeling. His only son, former Kenyan soldier Oscar Kagola Mutoka, also left for Russia less than a year ago.
But then he came and told me, Dad, I've secured a job in Russia. I told him it was very dangerous for him to go to that place, because he will end up in the armed forces.
Whether he knew what he was getting into or not, Oscar did not listen to his father. His family learned the truth from this photo, the only one Oscar ever sent from Russia. Oscar died several weeks after that. His wife, Milka Nelima, and other family members found out through unofficial channels.
Oscar went to very difficult missions, and he was one of those people in the forefront. And he had a way of coming back. I didn't believe that he's dead at that time. I didn't believe. I still have difficulties up to now.
For months, Oscar's family has been waiting for his body to return home. The Kenyan government promised to help, but nothing happened. In May, they finally held a funeral without the body. Now they at least have a place to pray for his soul. But no closure.
The worst part of it is that I cannot even try to imagine. He is buried or his body was thrown away in a forest in Russia, a country that he had gone to, very far away.
Oscar's gravestone is a few feet from his mother's. She died 6 years ago. His father is now alone in their family home. Oscar and Johan are not the only ones. Russia is actively recruiting men from the world's most vulnerable communities, says Ilya Nuzov from the International Federation for Human Rights.
Russia has organized a global system of predatory recruitment targeting foreign nationals for exploitation in its war of aggression against Ukraine. This recruitment targets economically, socially, legally vulnerable individuals around the world, and the means used to recruit those individuals range from enticement to deceit to coercion.
The practice has caused international outrage. Relatives have taken to the streets around the world, like here in Peru, demanding the return of their loved ones. Politicians have met with Putin and his ministers. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov admits that foreigners are fighting in the war, but calls them volunteers.
Russia doesn't recruit anyone. Volunteers get involved in this special military operation in full compliance with Russian law. We asked the Russian Foreign Ministry for more information, but they didn't answer our questions. In February, Russia reportedly issued a stop list banning recruitment from certain friendly countries.
In some cases, it has served to diminish and even stop, at least temporarily, the flow of fighters from certain countries. But we believe Russia has also a way to kind of avoid that by minimizing recruitment in one place and then targeting another country more. And the number of foreigners recruited keeps increasing and not decreasing.
According to Ukrainian intelligence, there are more than 27,000 foreign fighters on the Russian side. Most come from Central Asia, but there are also fighters from Latin America, Africa and Southeast Asia. Fatima Begum and Akram Mondol from rural Bangladesh have been luckier. Their only son Arman came back from the war in Ukraine alive. But his life, his health and his future have been shattered by what he has lived through.
Those scenes still flash before my eyes. How those people died. Their eyes and faces disfigured. Some were blown apart by landmines. And drones kept striking, one after another. People's limbs were torn from their bodies. It was truly horrifying.
Like millions of young Bangladeshis, Arman dreamed of a job abroad to lift his family out of poverty. His father, a farmer, took out loans and sold plots of land to pay a broker. Arman went to Russia on a tourist visa. He was promised a job in food packaging, but was forced to sign a contract with the Russian military.
They treated us very badly. On the battlefield, we were always placed in the front line while they stayed behind. Suddenly, they'd use us as human shields and push us forward into the combat zone.
During one such mission, their car drove over a landmine.
When the mine exploded, almost everyone was killed. Only 2 of us survived. The other person's hand and leg were severely injured. I also hurt my leg. Then a drone struck the area, injuring my leg again.
His body bears the scars, shrapnel lodged in his leg. Arman managed to escape the war zone, but back home in Bangladesh, there is no compensation, rehabilitation, or justice for him.
My monthly medical costs are 8,000 to 9,000 taka, $65 to $75. How will I afford it? With my leg like this, I can't earn enough.
All he can do now is roam around the village, where there is no work for him, and search online for another way to secure his future. In the US, Michael has also been searching desperately for any sign of his brother, alive or dead. 3 months ago, Yon's name appeared on the list of fallen foreign fighters issued by Ukraine.
I just can't accept it. I can't process that my brother is gone.
Michael shows us the clothes he's been buying for Yuan all these years.
It's all new, bought for him.
Now, instead of buying clothes, he purchased an urn for Yuan's remains. As the eldest son and a father of 5, Oscar was the breadwinner for his family. He had started to build a house for his father, construction project that will never be finished. Oscar's family has not received anything, neither from Russia nor from Kenya.
There have been talks of compensation, but for us, I don't think any amount of money will be able to erase the pain that we have.
That pain is shared by hundreds of families in Kenya.
Which war is this? How does it connect with us? Leave alone Africa. It isn't our Kenyan war. This is something that they should pay for dearly, for having taken our sons, Africans, to fight for them, for their own war.
The battlefield in Ukraine might be far away from this peaceful Kenyan village, but its scars are visible here, as well as in Cuba, Bangladesh, and other places where Russia is recruiting for its war.